Welcome back to Turf Talk International Racing Edition, on location at Arlington International Racecourse alongside track announcer and fellow bon vivant, John G. Dooley. John, always a pleasure to be back in the Windy City.
History buff as well, but looking forward, speaking of history, 34th running of the Arlington Million. Looking forward to Saturday, 10 races on tap, and the 9th of those, the Arlington Million.
Yeah, great festival card with the 4 stakes races, all grade 1, pick 3. A lot to look forward to if you're a bettor and or fan of the sport. And as usual, international flavor. We have a Moroccan bred this year. We have a 3-year-old trying the Million for Aidan O'Brien. He also has some fillies trying the Beverly D. A lot of interesting angles. Anything you're looking forward to in particular?
Irish bred for Willie Mullins, Clondo Warrior going in the American St. Ledger. The Pizza Man has won it a few years ago, but since then it's been foreign bred horses, Dandino, Great Britain bred. 2 other Irish breds have won the American St. Ledger. Will Clondo Warrior for Willie Mullins and Shamie Heffernan make it 3 Irish breds?
Well, we'll see. And we also talked a little bit about the weather, expecting some rain overnight, maybe into tomorrow. But you were telling me, based on chatter here, need the rain and not a big concern for Saturday's races.
Talked with our course superintendent. It's been very dry here in Chicagoland. In fact, as we go into our Thursday racing program, temperatures in the 90s. We are very firm. Certainly the turf course could use a little moisture. We should perhaps get that Thursday into Friday. We shall see. But again, Saturday special post time 12:15.
Now, you mentioned the Pizza Man out to be the first consecutive winner. We've had multiple winner, of course, with John Henry, but back-to-back not done. Fan favorite for sure. Another horse I expect will be a fan favorite, and I actually like it a big price, 30-1 on the morning line. I think the Chairman has a shot in the Beverly D.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Of course, we've had Faux coming off a win over the course, so among those morning line favorites for the running of the Beverly D. But as you mentioned, Mary Pop, the French bred, will carry the Chairman's colors here. Arlington Chairman Dick Duchessois, Eclair de Lune, a past Beverly D winner for the Chairman.
He's won it before, no doubt. I'm sure would love to win it again. So I think at the price, needed the race the first time and getting value. So I'm looking forward to seeing how she does at 20, 30-1.
You mentioned the Pizza Man. Speaking of history, there have been in the past 2 3-time training winners of the Arlington Million. Ron McAnally won the Million 3 times, so too Charlie Whittingham. Aidan O'Brien, he has Deauville, field of 13, Deauville, drawing post 13. Can the Irish bird perhaps step up? Yeah,
and Aidan O'Brien pretty much ubiquitous with these types of races when we talk about the European invasion. This year it seemed he's always strong. Going through the races, it seems like every year there's one race where you think, oh, this is the one for Aidan. This year he has it over a barrel. Not saying he'll win all 3 or even 1, but I mean he's coming to win for sure.
Grade 1, one of our 3 grade 1s on Saturday, Secretariat Stakes. Speaking of AOB, well, Aidan O'Brien's won that race 4 times.
Wow.
Of course, last year with Highland Reel, Shamie Heffernan on board Long Island Sound. Among the favorites for this year's Secretariat Stakes, will it be 5 for Aidan O'Brien?
I'm going to say, as a fan, I hope not, because I really like Surgical Strike. He's my favorite horse in training, so I'm really excited that I come up to Chicago and actually get to see him run. We'll see how he does. He's up against it. Didn't quite answer the challenge in the Belmont Derby. Maybe the mile and a quarter here, home track will help him out.
And with the full fields, I think great betting opportunities. We have that pick 5. We have 10 horses entered the Bruce D Memorial. How about the Pucker Up Stakes? Can't lose sight of the Pucker Up. 14 horses in the last of the day. That's the jackpot high 5. Maybe it carries over for a couple of days to Saturday.
If you need to get out, 14 horses in the last definitely helps you do it. Last question for you as announcer. I'm sure you've been through the fields a bunch of times. Any tongue twisters? Any horses, especially with the international names, tripping you up or that you don't want to trip you up?
I think even talking with Joe Christofac, we mentioned, it's Trister, not Trister. So, doing your homework.
Right.
Just watched Clondo Warrior back winning a race over there in Ireland for Willie Mullins. Talked about him. He's one of the entrants in the American St. Ledger. But looking forward to Saturday's racing action, and whoever it might be, barring any dead heat, I'll call 10 winners on Saturday, and hopefully one of those will be for you.
Absolutely, and for me as well, and for anyone else out there, like you said. And for those out there, well, I'll put the link in the comments. I always get pumped up. My first Million was Jambalaya in 07. Thought you had a fantastic call, so I'll be listening to that to get excited for Saturday.
Catherine Day Phillips, the first female trainer, the first Canadian bred to win the Arlington Million. We'll see how things shape up here on Saturday, but 13 entered. Really looking forward to it. And again, thanks for joining us here at Arlington, and for all of you tuning in and enjoying chatting with Ed here this morning.
Yep, a pleasure to have you. Looking forward to the week, and we'll look forward to Saturday. Good luck, everyone.